Bro, you're not ready for this. I got my matcha, I'm locked in. Let's go, man. Everybody makes meta ads seem so damn complicated if you're a high ticket online coach, but it's actually really simple. Oh, the ads manager is so complicated. Oh, I'm way too niche for ads. None of that is true, okay? I scaled my entire business and generated 95% of my clients and leads using meta ads, selling my extremely niche high ticket offer. In the past 12 months, that's 80K for my business and over $3 million for all of my clients. And that's including my client Quan that generated literally $300,000 using meta ads in 1 month. The reason why most people fail miserably with meta ads is because they're trying to follow what worked in the past. They're either following outdated playbooks or they're trying to copy billion-dollar marketers, wondering why their ads are flopping. So I guarantee you, if meta ads aren't working for your business, it's not because they're not gonna work, it's because you're doing it wrong. I spent over $200,000 in ad spend. I've tested every single format. I've worked through every single game-changing meta AI algorithm update. I've been through it all. So throw everything you know out of the window, because this is exactly how I generate 10x return on ad spend meta ads for me and my clients. And no, you don't need a large following on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Let's go. I'm gonna go over everything in this video. I have a 13-page document loaded up for you guys here. It's gonna go over how to research your ICP and their pain points, how to actually script your ads, how to film them, produce them, set them up, optimize them in the meta backend. There's gonna be zero guesswork. And then even after that, I'm gonna show you how to track your KPIs and measure them to see what changes you need to be making, not just in your ads, but for your whole entire business. So if you wanna actually start leveraging meta ads for your business and stop playing victim to them, saying that they don't work, then I'm gonna need you to lock in, because this is not your average YouTube tutorial. Step 1, researching your ICP. Don't even think about skipping this step. I hear you right now. You're like, oh, I've been running my offer for 3 years, 5 years, whatever. I already know my ICP. I already know their pain points. Yeah, I don't care, man. Unfortunately, as a coach, or for me as an agency owner, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a false perception of what we think our clients think, because that's convenient for us. So I'm just gonna make this super simple for you. You literally just need to hop into ChatGPT or whatever AI you wanna use, and you just copy paste all of these prompts, and it's gonna help you research your ICP, along with all the information that you already know you inserted in there as well. And that's gonna give you some clean research that has no bias behind it. By the way, this document is the first link in the description. It's gonna be absolutely crucial because you can copy paste all the AI prompts, access our KPI tracker, and everything. So make sure you just make a copy of this document into your own Google Drive so that you can edit it and use it for everything. All right, so it's the big 2025. We're almost heading into 2026, and a lot of people still don't know how to use AI. So I made it super simple. You're literally just gonna copy paste these exact prompts. And what this is gonna do is this is gonna help the AI prompt you to figure out what you know about your ICP. And it's gonna teach the AI exactly how to research it so it gets every single thing that you need. So I'm not gonna read through this whole prompt because it's on the document. You literally just need to copy and paste it like I said, but here's the gist of it. So first things first, you hop in, you tell the AI, I'm a fitness coach, for example, and I need to understand my ICP and their pain points. You tell it your exact offer, you tell it your deliverables, and then you prompt it to start asking you questions. It's gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, asking you questions, figuring out what you already know. And then once that's done, your AI is gonna spit back a blurb about your ICP. And the next step is you just copy paste this whole thing, and this just has a bunch of examples from super successful scripts that I've written in the past by hand without AI. And now your ChatGPT or Sora or whatever you're using is gonna spit back a bunch of scripts that you can pick from. So bang, there we go. Step 1 is already done. Let's go straight into step 2, which is choosing your script. Now, like it says here, the purpose of the AI is not to write you finalized scripts, but to write you scripts that will get you 80% of the way there, because writing your own scripts is gonna be super tiring. But because I've given you guys all the templates of ad scripts that have worked well in the past for free, I've eliminated you years, months of testing so that you can just go ahead and use AI to get you 80% of the way there. But here are the main things that you're gonna be looking for when you're picking your scripts. So number 1, you wanna look for a variety in hooks and pain points. But for you to understand how to pick your script, I'm gonna go through the overall layout of what the script is gonna look like. So number 1, you have your hook, which is gonna call out your ICP and their pain points. For example, if you're an online coach that has over 10,000 followers, but you're not converting to at least 10K per month, listen up. That calls out your ICP, which is an online coach with at least 10K followers, and then it calls out a pain point. If you're not converting at least 10K per month, listen up. So then the coaches that are not doing that, now you have their attention because you literally just called them out word for word. And then right after the hook, you're just gonna state your offering. For example, if you're a fitness coach, this could be your offer. I will help you hit your fitness goals, only working out 3 times a week while still eating your favorite foods. Step 3, you drop some social proof, name drop some testimonials. Just make sure that the people know you have results, you're legit, you're not scamming. For example, This is exactly how I helped Jeremy lose 40 pounds in 2 months while increasing his energy levels, and Phil, who went from 285 pounds to 243 pounds in 6 months working with me. There we go, super specific. You drop some first names, throw in some photos while you're editing it. That way the people know you're legit. And you hit a call to action, 1 sentence, really quick. If you want to achieve the same transformation for yourself, then click the button below. If not, give me another 30 seconds of your time. And then explain your system and your own story in 2 to 3 sentences. Make it super quick and use even more social proof if possible. I used to be fat, insecure, and always tired, so I developed my own training system through years of experimentation and learning from others. Now I've used the system to help 15 plus clients lose over 20 pounds each. There we go, social proof, you told your story, people are bought in, and then you do a final call to action. Okay, so back to choosing your script, this is how you're gonna do it. So with this AI prompt, you're actually asking for 20 hooks and 4 bodies. We don't need that many ads, we actually just want 10 hooks and 2 bodies. So out of the 20, you choose 10, and out of the 4 bodies, you choose 2 more. And this is what you're gonna look for. Number 1, you want a large variety in your hooks and pain points. Now, when you're looking through these, you're gonna think, okay, I bet this one's gonna do well, I bet this one's gonna do well, I bet this one's gonna do well. But what you actually wanna do is you wanna go against your intuition. This sounds weird and counterintuitive, but the reason we do this is because meta ads are like a big science experiment. A lot of the times people ask me to explain what my job is, and I say, I basically just run science experiments using ads. You have your hooks and your pain points that you think are gonna perform well, and then you have the ones that you think might not perform well. You wanna choose those ones as well, because a lot of the time, you don't know what is actually gonna perform well, and you wanna make sure all of your bases are covered. When you're actually running your ads, Meta will choose between all of your ads to see which ones are performing the best and distribute the budget based off of that. It's not gonna be an even $10, $10, $10, $10. For example, if this ad is performing way better, getting you more leads, a higher click-through rate, etc., Meta's gonna put a majority of the budget through there. On all of my campaigns, there's usually one ad that is taking up 80 or 90% of the entire budget because that's the highest performing one. So don't feel like you're gonna be wasting ad spend because this is just making sure that all of your bases are covered. Cool, now you need to choose your bodies. Make sure you're choosing a body with no fluff. People already don't like being marketed to, and the only reason why this format works so well is because you're so direct, you're calling people out immediately. So your ads should be as concise as possible with as little fluff as possible, just so you're not wasting people's time, or else they're gonna think, this guy's wasting my time, let me get out of this ad. I'm gonna go back to watching Instagram Reels. Last thing, your tone and your vocabulary. So the prompt that you fed to your AI is supposed to spit out a script that is easy to read and understand. The average reading level in the US is below grade 9. So don't think that your sophisticated language is gonna attract your ICP by making you look smart. The best marketers are the best marketers because they can convey exactly what they're offering in super simple language that is easy to understand. So now you've selected all of your scripts, let's do the editing. You're just gonna go through and you're gonna edit them yourselves. Now look at the criteria back in step 2 when you selected your scripts and edit them according to that. Your scripts are done being edited when they, number 1, flow well, number 2, they're easy to read and understand, and number 3, you can read the script out loud and it actually sounds like you. You can maybe go to your friend or a sibling or your parents or whatever, your family, and read out the scripts to them, and if they're like, that does not sound like you, then you got some editing to do. Go through, change the words to match what you would actually say in a real conversation. People have a really good eye for BS. Everyone has a really good BS detector. So if they see an ad and they think, man, this does not sound like this guy, then they're just gonna swipe away. You can also use this prompt here to use AI to do a quick edit and then go through and do some more manual editing. And when you're done, this is super important, you're gonna copy paste your scripts back into the AI and you're gonna say, this is my finalized scripts. I edited these myself. Remember this as my writing and speaking style in terms of my voice, my tone, and my vocab, so that next time when we're generating scripts, you can make it as similar to me as possible. I really hope the wrong people are not watching this. Now, hypothetically, if you were in school and you needed to do writing assignments, you could hypothetically do this exact same thing to train your AI to write in your style. Obviously, I didn't do it. However, hypothetically, this could be a good strategy. All right, section 4, you're gonna film your ads, and it's gonna be way easier than you think. You might have seen a lot of gurus that are posting ads filmed professionally on a camera or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you actually don't need a professional setup, and ads filmed on an iPhone are performing super well right now. So here's what you need. Your phone camera, a light source such as either being outdoors, being by a window, having some lamps or a ring light or etc., and a quiet room or environment, and a laptop. So you're gonna pull up your scripts onto your laptop and you're gonna use the selfie camera on your phone to record your ads. So start off by recording all of your hooks line by line. This is gonna be the hardest part, and you wanna make sure that you're saying these hooks exactly how you wanna be perceived. Another thing is make sure you're not filming from under here, because it's just gonna look like, you know, the double chin is gonna be showing. It's not gonna be looking great. So you wanna hold it up either face level or higher, because that's gonna make you look more confident and professional. So you can really film your ads wherever you want. You can film it in your office, your bedroom like I am right now. You can film it in your kitchen. You can film it outdoors, wherever you want, but lighting is the most important thing. And another thing, wipe your selfie camera before every single time you shoot, because blurry videos are just gonna make you look super disgusting. Another thing, make sure that your face is centered so it doesn't get cut off with any of Instagram's dead zones. Like you can see here, for example, this is on Reels. You wanna have everything important in here, or else it's gonna be blocked off up here, or by the caption, or the like bar, or whatever. Great. One last thing, when you're speaking in your actual ads, make sure that you are talking with conviction. And if you're unable to find conviction in your voice, in your tone, etc., then it's likely either, number one, a lack of belief in your own systems and your own coaching offer, which is not good, or number two, you're just not a great speaker. There's a billion ways to work on all of these, so just go on YouTube, ask ChatGPT, whatever, figure it out. You are resourceful and you can figure this out by yourself. Make sure to pause before and after every single line. That's just gonna make it seamless when you're actually editing it. I've done this countless times where I'm filming an ad. As soon as I wrap up a line, I look away. And then when you're editing it, it just looks super choppy because as soon as the line is done, you look away. And you actually kind of need a little pause between each line, or else you're just not gonna sound like a human. All right, so your ads are scripted, your research is done, it's filmed. Now you need to get into editing. There is a million tutorials online on how to edit videos on CapCut, so I'm not gonna get into this, but by the way, if you need to edit your videos, I would highly just recommend using CapCut because it's gonna be simple. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your laptop, and it's just the easiest way to get it done. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into the technicalities of how to edit, but here are a few important things to keep in mind. Number one, add some background music because everyone is brain rotted and they need some more stimulation. But make sure that it is, number one, not too loud, and number two, not copyrighted, because copyrighted music is not allowed for ads. Now to figure out if your music is too loud, close your eyes and play your ad. And if you can't tell what you're saying without looking at your mouth or looking at the captions, then it's too loud. Number two, add captions. Use auto captions on CapCut, add them manually, whatever you have to do. Over 50% of people that are on Instagram have their audio off. So you need captions or else you're gonna just be missing out on 50% of people. Number three, optimize for the square placement. Like I said earlier, there's dead zones on Instagram Reels and whatever. You need to optimize for this placement to fit your captions, your face, everything important within this square here. Number four, your editing workflow for efficiency. So I recommend you editing both of your bodies and then you export them individually. That way you can just attach them to each hook, export, attach to the hook, export, etc., etc. And that's just gonna make it faster for the exporting times. And number five, your export settings should be 1920 by 1080p. There's no point going 4K because although Meta claims that they support 4K ads, that's BS. I've tested it a billion times, they don't. So save yourself some storage, export them in 1920 by 1080. All right, let's get into the Meta Ads Manager, also known as my best friend, because I spent so much time in the Meta Ads Manager and I've broken down every single setting that you need to know about. Okay, so the Meta Ads Manager is big and scary and there's a million different settings you can tick off. Just forget about it. Just look at what I'm telling you. If you want to actually understand the Meta Ads Manager, you're gonna spend hours in there. So don't try to do that. Just focus on what I'm telling you here. Trust me, bro. Okay, so you're gonna create an ad set and you're gonna hit leads. Go continue, and it might ask you here if you're gonna go tailored or you're gonna go manual. Always select manual. Meta is gonna try to constantly push you Advantage Plus campaign settings, AI settings, none of that BS. We're gonna do everything manually because Meta still doesn't know what they're talking about yet with the AI stuff. So there's really just two settings you gotta pay attention to in the campaign level. Number one, that it's a leads campaign, which we already did. You can also select it here on the campaign objective. And number two, CBO, which is campaign budget optimization, which you can see it here. It automatically selects ad set sometimes. Hit campaign budget. All right, so that's the campaign level. Then we have the ad set level. You can access it by clicking here. You can also X out here and you can go to the ad set level here, campaign, ads, ad set, and you can hit edit. Okay, so here we have a bunch of settings to tick off. So for your conversion location, you're gonna go into instant forms. Your performance goal is gonna be maximize number of conversion leads. Right here. Okay, then you're gonna go to audience controls, find Advantage Plus audience, and you're gonna click switch to original audience options. There's a chance that this is not gonna show up on your computer because an annoying thing is that every single Facebook ads manager looks different because Facebook is always split testing different UIs, different setups, different settings for every single person. So if it looks different than mine, don't panic, it's normal. All right, so you're gonna hit some location and age targeting. And what you're gonna do here is for your age, depending on your niche. Usually, if you're selling something online, your age should be 18 to 30. If your target is older people though, then just obviously go ahead and make that change. Advantage plus detailed targeting, turn this off. For your locations, it's really up to you. For me right now, I'm targeting Canada, US, UK. Those are 3 big countries where, you know, people actually have the money and there's people with ambition that are looking to buy online courses. But obviously, if you're only working with people in a certain country or city, then go ahead and make those selections. And then last thing on the ad set level is your placement. So you're gonna hit show more options, make sure that advantage plus placements is off, go to manual placements, and most of the times just switch off audience network and Facebook. Instagram is probably just the best place for you to advertise, but depending on your niche, again, if you have an older niche, I would say above 26 or 27, then you wanna select the Facebook placements as well, because those people are gonna be on Facebook too. But if not, then it's just gonna be wasting your money trying to send ads to Facebook. And then here you can choose, this is really up to preference / your ad style, but yeah, you can turn off these different placements and stuff. Normally I just leave it on for Instagram, because Meta, again, will just go through and see what is working the best, and they're gonna send most of the ads to whatever is working the best. Okay, now we're gonna go into the actual ad. First things first, turn off multi-advertiser ads. I'm gonna read this to you. Your ad can appear with others in the same ad unit to help promote discoverability. So do you know what that means? It's gonna show your ad alongside with your competitors. How is that supposed to help you? That's some BS. This is what I'm talking about when the meta settings don't know what they're doing. So make sure that that is switched off. Then you're gonna go down, you're gonna set up your ad creative here. If you set up a video ad, for example, I'm just gonna select this. Make sure that when you're cropping it, you have your original placement, and then you can hit the 1 by 1 here. It might also give you an option for horizontal placement here. Never select that. And then enhancements, turn them all off. This is all some BS. It's gonna put music over your video. It's gonna add video effects. It's gonna improve your text. It's BS. Don't let Facebook colonize you, all right? Done. Cool, now you're gonna hop onto the text here. Okay, you have your primary text and you have your headline. So primary text is your longer text, which is basically like your caption, and then your headline is literally just a headline. So I'll just write something here. Headline and primary text. And as you can see right here, that's your primary text, which is your caption. And then your headline is, okay, headline just doesn't show up sometimes on the preview. The preview is glitchy. But yeah, you can use ChatGPT to write something quick, throw in some emojis, throw in some social proof, whatever. This part does not matter a lot. And then change your call to action to whatever you want. And yeah, that's basically everything on the campaign, ad set, and ad level. All right, let's talk about your instant forms / lead delivery. So this is how you're gonna be receiving your leads that are incoming from your ads. So for this setup, we're gonna be using a lead form, which is the easiest way to qualify your leads and collect their information. And we're gonna start with a super simple, low resistance lead form that's gonna make sure that people can click through and just put in their contact information and be done with it, because people don't wanna go through a long lead form. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna click these 3 bars and you're gonna find instant forms. And here is where you can create your lead form. So as you can see, I have a billion lead forms here, but you can create a new form or duplicate an existing form if you have existing ones. But for the sake of this, we'll just create a new form. All right, so your form type is gonna be more volume, which is gonna get you the most volume. Flexible form delivery, turn that BS off. You can name this, for example, form V1. Obviously make a better name, but you can do V1 because there's a chance that there's gonna be a version 2, version 3, version 4, based off of the tweaks you need to make. All right, for the intro, we're just gonna make this as low resistance as possible. So turn off your greeting, turn off your background image, and we're gonna go straight into questions. You're gonna ask for full name and email, and you're gonna add 1 question, which is short answer. What is your IG handle? Because the way you're gonna be converting these leads are you're gonna set them through Instagram for a Zoom call. That's the way that's converting the best right now. People don't like to pick up phone calls. They like texting back and forth. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, great, done. So for the description of the contact information here, you can say something like, you know, leave your contact information. My team and I will reach out to you within 2 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours, whatever you're confident in doing, just throw it there just so people know what to expect. If you have a custom website, then you can go ahead and just generate a privacy policy using ChatGPT and throw it up there. If not, then just link your Instagram, link your website, link your YouTube, whatever you can. However, if Facebook checks this and you get in trouble, it's not on me, okay? You should have a privacy policy. I have a privacy policy, but if you don't, you can risk it for the biscuit. It's not on me. Personally though, I've never seen anyone get caught or have their ads manager banned because they didn't have a privacy policy. That's never happened with the 20 plus clients I've worked with. But hey man, it's not on me if they get you, all right? Facebook, I'm not telling them to do this. Cool, then ending, just write something. It doesn't really matter, it's not too deep. Great, I'm not gonna save this because I don't need it. So now we're gonna talk about reaching out to your leads. So there's something called the Facebook Lead Center. There we go. You're gonna hop on the Facebook Lead Center and you're gonna refresh this every 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Maybe not 5 minutes, but maybe every like 10, 15 minutes, just because it's not gonna give you a notification every time a lead comes in unless you set up your own automations with a third-party tool like Zapier, which is what I do, which emails me and my setter every time we get a new lead. If not, then just check your lead center. It's gonna give you all their information here, which I'm not gonna click on this because I don't wanna leak this guy's information. These are real leads from my ads right now. Every time you get a lead, you're just gonna DM this guy on Instagram or DM this gal on Instagram. You're gonna start with a super simple greeting. Hey, how you doing? I saw you submitted your information. Tell me about yourself. You're trying to lose weight. Okay, what are your goals? Whatever. And then you just wanna set them on a call for Zoom. That way you can sell to them. And then the most important thing is, number one, don't waste too much time going back and forth. That's just wasting your own time. And people don't like when you're too friendly. They're gonna be like, why is this guy so friendly? This is weird. And then number two, once you set that Zoom call, then that's the time to be friendly. You say, all right, yeah, I just saw your booking come through. Where are you from, by the way? Are you based in the US? Oh, okay, cool. I'm from here, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, okay, this guy's friendly, even though he already set me up for the Zoom. This guy's just a nice guy. There we go, that's when you're friendly. Okay, great. Now we're on to step 8, which is most importantly, the most important step. I spent literally 5 hours building out this lead tracking template. I use it for every single one of my clients. I'm gonna run you through this right now. And this is extremely important because it's not only gonna be tracking your ads performance, but also the performance of your sales process, which is gonna help you diagnose a lot of problems in your business. So yeah, like I said, just click here, make a copy of this template and rename it whatever you want. Campaign name here, rename. So this is how you use this damn tracker, all right? Number one, you're gonna hop back into your Meta Lead Center or your Meta Ads Manager, and then you're gonna go into custom columns here, and you're gonna select these following things. It just says right here, you're gonna select amount spent, impressions, clicks, and leads. As you can see here, I'm gonna X all of these out so I can show you how to do this. Amount spent, impressions, clicks, literally just clicks, and then leads. Total, that's it, that's all you need. Done, apply. And this is just gonna give you the raw data you need. That's gonna tell you that you can input into here, and then all of these rows are gonna calculate it automatically for you. I hate math, and I built out formulas for you guys, all right? And you're getting this for free. I should be charging you for this. So you're gonna input these every single day. So you're gonna throw in the date. This is a date column, by the way, on Google Sheets. So you can just go, for example, today is November 4th. You're gonna go November 4th, bang, you got the date. Here on notes, you can write some notes. For example, launched campaign. And then here you're gonna say, like, let's say 3 days later, you're gonna be like, adjusted lead form, whatever, just throw in your notes. Ad spend, 50 bucks. Impressions, 5,000. Clicks, 50. Leads, 10. Qualified leads, 5. And every single day, you're just gonna fill out this thing. So blue is all the stuff that you fill out. Notes you can leave blank if you didn't adjust anything. For example, here I launched the campaign. Here I adjusted the lead form. There's also literally days of the week so that you can line that up. But blue is the ones that you fill out, all right? I'm gonna walk you through what all of this means. So ad spend, how much you spent. Obviously it's right here, your amount spent. Impressions is the amount of people that saw your ad. So not necessarily watched it, but just it showed up for them. Clicks is how many people are actually clicking onto your lead form or your website or whatever, right? Your leads are, the amount of people that are filling out that form. Your qualified leads, you're not getting this from Ads Manager. This you're gonna go when you're going back and forth in the DMs, or you're gonna ask your setter when they're going back and forth in the DMs, how many of these leads are actually qualified to be set for a Zoom call. Your calls booked is how many calls you booked. Your show up calls, your SU calls, how many people actually showed up for the calls that are booked, deals closed, and your deals value, okay? So let me explain all the other stuff. Your CPM, your cost per 1,000 impressions. I don't know why it's M, I'm assuming it's like cost per impressions or something, but anyways, this is your cost for 1,000 impressions. Your click-through rate, which is the percentage of people that are clicking through on how many people are seeing the ads. Your cost per click, you have your lead to click ratio. So for example, here we have 50 clicks and 10 leads. That means 20% of the people that clicked onto the form actually filled it out. And then you have your CPL, which is your cost per lead. Then you have your qualified lead to lead. So let's say we have five qualified leads to 10 leads in total. That's a 50% QL to L ratio. That's really good. And then you have your cost per qualified lead. And then here you have your show up rate in percentage. And then you have your closing rate, you have your cost per close, and you have your return on ad spend. So you're gonna fill out all the blue columns every single day. This is very important. Having numbers and clarity is gonna help you figure out your strategy and what is wrong with your business. And I'm gonna explain you exactly how to use this. So first of all, these are the KPI ranges. I'm not gonna read all of this to you because it's a whole mouthful, but you can go over this by yourself. This is your KPI ranges for your ads. And then here is the solutions chart to how to fix everything based off of what is going on with your KPI ranges. So for example, I'm just gonna go through examples, all right? Your click-through rate. So under 1% is a bad click-through rate. I would say 1% to 2.5 is good, and then above 2.5 is very, very good. By the way, most of my campaigns hit above a 2.5 click-through rate. I'm just saying, about 90% of my campaigns are above 2.5. I would say about 50% of my campaigns are above 3%. I'm just saying, that's way higher than industry average. I'm the GOAT, I'm just saying. Anyways, let's say you have a bad click-through rate, all right? Then you hop into the solutions chart. Bang, poor click-through rate. That means your creative is boring. Because if your creative is boring, then why would people click through to see what you have to offer, all right? That one's pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about, for example, if you have a poor qualified lead to lead ratio. This could mean two things. Number one, your speed to lead is too slow. So someone submits a lead and then 3 hours later you hit them up. By that time, your ad is only in the back of their head. They already kind of forgot about it. But if they submit a form and 5 minutes later they get a DM from you, you're like, hey man, I just saw you submitted the lead form. They're like, damn, this guy's on it. I did submit that lead form. I remember, I wanna lose that weight. But another reason you could have a poor qualified lead to lead ratio is because you're not doing enough qualified questions on your form or your funnel. There's not enough buy-in on the lead form. So what you can do is you can hop into your instant forms and you can duplicate your form and you can add some qualifying questions. For example, what is your goal? How much weight do you want to lose? 20 pounds in 3 months, 40 pounds in 3 months, 60 pounds in 3 months. By the way, I don't think 60 pounds in 3 months is possible, but that's why I'm not a fitness coach. There we go. That's exactly what it says here in the solution. Yeah, let's say more than a quarter of your calls are not showing up. That's not good. So what do you got to do? You got to build more rapport with the people after they book in the call. You got to have a longer conversation. Hey man, how you doing? Where are you from, by the way? How long you been wanting to lose weight? Whatever. Just have that nice friendly conversation, show you're friendly so that they're like, okay, this guy's a nice guy, I'm gonna show up for our call. And also you can develop a post-booking video. For example, every time someone books in a meeting with my closer, they get a video from me that's like, hey man, I appreciate you booking in the video, just watch this really quick. It's gonna save us a lot of time on our call. Go ahead, go to your email, make sure to hit yes on this calendar invite, that way it shows up on your calendar. Also, I'm just gonna go through the system that's gonna show you, what we actually do. It's just gonna save us time on the call. And then I drop a bunch of testimonials, be like, yeah, by the way, this is what worked for Quan, 300K in a month. This is what worked for Cam, generated all of his hires for his fall campaign. This is what worked for Dr. Pearl, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're like, okay, this guy's legit. And then you talk about the system and then now they're kind of bought in. They're like, okay, how can I use this for my business? And then they're more inclined to show up on the call. So that boosts your show up rate. And as you can see, bang, it says here in the solution. So basically, this chart has everything you need to do to fix your all of your problems. And here it has all the KPI ranges, what is poor, what is average, what is excellent, so that you can diagnose every damn problem in your sales and marketing funnel. Isn't that awesome? I spent hours building this out for you guys, taking the information in my head and putting it on a document so you can have it for free. And by the way, as it says here, for example, if you have a poor return on ad spend and you fixed everything you can here and it's still not working, then DM me on Instagram. DM me at Nathan, NIUU on Instagram. If you've ran the ads and you have no results and nothing's working, I'll hop on a call and I'll figure it out for you for free, all right? I'm trying to help you guys out. I really am. So that's it. That's everything you need to know to run your first successful meta ads campaign. And I'm gonna tell you now, the faster you start, the faster you're gonna get results. Don't wait to perfect your offer. Don't wait to get a haircut so you look good. Don't wait for this and that and the perfect lighting. The faster you get it done, the better it is. Right now, the ads that I have up I literally filmed them in 45 minutes on my phone. I'm recording this on a $7,000 camera setup. I wanted to record it on my camera. I wanted it to be perfect. I was like, you know what? This is some BS. I'm literally I'm just gonna record this in 45 minutes and those ads are printing, okay? So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect time. There's no such thing. I really do hope that this is helpful for you, and stay tuned because I have some more master classes coming. I'm testing some new formats, and if those formats are gonna print, then absolutely I'm gonna let you guys know, all right? Follow me on Instagram. Take care.